Good morning, everyone. To kick off this morning, we are brought a story by the Rabbi Mendel Bedelman. Why do Hasidic Jews keep dancing? The founder of the Hasidic movement, the Baal Shem Tov, said, "Imagine a musician came to your town and began playing the most incredible music on a street corner. The whole town hears the music, they come outside, and they are so moved by the music that they begin dancing and they begin singing. Until one deaf guy walks by and wonders to himself, what has gone wrong with my town? Is everybody crazy? What are they, waving their hands and their feet in the streets?" And the Baal Shem Tov said to him that Hasidic Jews are moved by the melody that is inside every one of God's creations. So just because there are those that are less sensitive to the sound, should they stop dancing? So good morning, and I want to welcome all of you to the Boulder Valley Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. I am Karin Griglak, and my pronouns are she and her, and I am joined today by Nicolette Toussaint and Juli MacKenzie, and our service is called Not the Frozen Chosen, but it might be subtitled as The Spirit Moves You, because it explores dance as worship. As we travel the world of sacred dance, we hope that the Spirit will move you to join in with some embodied worship. So I am going to invite all of you today to join in to the best of your body's ability. If it is waving your arms in the air, great. If it is tapping your foot, lovely. But if your body's capable of standing up and moving, we got space. We invite you to join us, and even if it goes against your usual sensibilities and staid stalwartness, we invite you to give it a try anyway. It is going to be a beautiful mess, and we invite you to join along with us. And this goes for whether you are joining us in the room or if you are joining us online. Hi, Zoomies. We'd like you to dance around your kitchens, your living rooms, or wherever else you happen to be. Whether you're joining us in person or in the room, if you would like to see a brief order of service, you are welcome to scan the QR codes or click on the link in the Zoom chat. Our book for sharing joys and concerns is near the main doors of the sanctuary, and if you have something that you'd like to share with us, please put a brief personal note in it and mark whether you would like it read. If you'd like somebody to follow up with you, please go ahead and put down your contact information so that we may do so. And you are welcome to write that down in the book. Later we'll ask you to put your joy or concern into the chat. But if you would like to get the service started with us, we're going to invite you to rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing hymn number 188, Come, Come, Whoever You Are. The words are by the poet Rumi, who lived from 1207 to 1273. And we will have a little bit more to say about Rumi later.
I know.
I don't need it. No.
Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come.
We're going to invite invite those of you who would like to sing the alternate words. Though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, come yet again come. Though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, come yet again. Broken your vows 1,000 times. You've broken your vows 1,000 times. Broken your vows 1,000 times. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come.
Go away. Good morning. I'm Nicolette Toussaint, pronoun she and her, and I'm one of your social service associates this morning. If you're new here, I hope you will experience the warmth and love of this community, whether you're here in person or online. This morning's service is not at all typical. But as Karin said, I hope you will be moved to join us in embodying joy and community connection, in awakening the joyous spirit that lives in our hearts and our bodies. Since this service is participatory, we'd like to do our welcoming words as a call and response. Karin will lead you in responding. Please help us give a resounding response. You are welcome here. You are welcome here today in all the beauty of languages, ages, cultures, skin tones, shapes and sizes, gifts and challenges that come together in your uniqueness.
You are welcome here.
In all the ways you experience and express gender.
You are welcome here.
In the beauty that is who you love and how you love.
You are welcome here.
In all the ways you make your living and the places you are from.
You are welcome here.
With all the traditions that inform your spiritual life.
You are welcome here.
No matter how long you are away, no how soon you will return.
You are welcome here.
Whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears. Whether you stand or sit, have one left foot or two.
You are welcome here.
You are invited to join us with a curious mind, a loving spirit, a willing spirit, a loving heart, and a worshipful, joyful body.
You are welcome here. We acknowledge that the land that we are on is unceded land of the Arapaho people, and that many Native peoples lived freely on this land for millennia before the arrival of white settlers. And we are grateful to this entire community and hope you take a moment after the service to say hello and thank everybody on the Sunday teams for their ministries, which bring our Sunday celebrations to life. Thanks to Julie Morris for leading our wonderful music and Amy Austin for helping lead the hymns. And we also want to say thank you to Juli MacKenzie for coming to help teach us some dance today, despite going, "You want me to what this morning?" And thank you to our tech team, Deborah Mensch, who helped prep our script, Larry Sherwood on audio, Scott Yeomans on camera, and Kathy, who is at home Zooming and finger and chair dancing right along with us. And we want to thank hospitality this morning, who makes us sure be caffeinated and well-fed. We appreciate them. And if you see an usher or someone at the welcome table, thank them for holding the doors and making sure we all got in here roughly on time. If you have a chalice at home, I'm going to invite you to light our chalice, as we have Julie light our chalice, and Nicolette is going to lead us in some sign language this morning, because it will come in handy to know later in the service. So try to pay at least a little bit of attention. You ready? Nicolette, sign language? We need to learn some things. Thank you. We light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action. We'll do it one more time.
Go slow.
Okay. We light this chalice for the warmth
Warmth comes from your mouth.
of love,
Of love.
the light
The light
of truth,
of truth.
and the energy
It's
muscles.
a big muscle
The energy of action. I want you to take a moment and let yourself center and be here in this present moment for all of us together, because it will never be this moment again. Together. So I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple" in your gray hymnals.
Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to come down where we are to be. And when we find ourselves in a place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shan't be ashamed. Turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we are to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, we'll be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right.
For several years running, actually for many years running before I was part of it, UUs from multiple congregations on Colorado's western slope would come together for a retreat at the Four Corners in near Durango. In addition to wonderful outdoor worship, crafts, and feasting, that retreat featured dancing at night in an open-air pavilion. Not line dancing, not couples dancing, though any two people of any gender could and do danced together. This was a freer community celebration. Joy expressed through rhythm and movement. Partners could join each other spontaneously with a shared step, an open gesture, or a wink. I would lose myself in that dancing. I have fond memories of dancing with gay and straight friends from Durango and New Mexico. During those evenings, amid the pines, underneath the stars, with the sighing of the river nearby, that was the Animas River singing, I felt transported in a way that I seldom do during Sunday services. It's fitting that the Spanish word animas means souls. Well, get me to dance. During those evenings, my soul just sang in a way that I really can't express through words. Through dance, my emotions speak. My whole body becomes an instrument. Movement, speed, intensity, gesture, all convey feelings that words sometimes can't. When music moves me, I find it hard to sit still. In church, I usually restrain myself, figuratively clamping stocks around my feet. Although I want to let the Spirit move me, I feel the weight of tradition. We do descend from the sort of Christians who were called the frozen chosen. But I'm not the only one who feels that our UU worship could use a little defrosting. Here's a quote from a UU World article published in 2019. I'll tell you at the end who wrote this. The dominant and pervasive style of worship I experience in our congregation is one that privileges the notion that we are here to learn, to hear, to participate only when directed, and only in the ways directed. Somehow this is sophisticated, intelligent, correct. But if we consider the development of human history, though, it's odd. Communicating ideas through the body is as old as human beings. It predates the written word and spoken language. Some of the earliest dances we know are tied to ritual and spiritual practice. We also find dance in every culture on the planet. Dancing is a fundamental aspect of being human. Doing it, seeing it, experiencing it. And yet, in our desire to build community and fellowship, we UUs tend to leave dance out. The body is somehow left sitting on the doorstep. The words I just read to you were written by Dr. Takia Nur Amin, a dance scholar and educator at the University of London. She's also a graduate of the UUA's Multicultural Leadership School and a member of the organizing collective board of Black Lives of UU. Amen. Dr. Amin writes, as a Black Unitarian Universalist, one of the challenges I have faced in predominantly white UU spaces is a kind of separation from embodiment in general and dance in particular. There is a right, that is a white, way to do Unitarian Universalism. And if you don't do it that way, you're doing it wrong. Sure, there are congregations where dance and movement happen in small group ministries and at social gatherings. But in worship, as worship, no such luck. Karin, Julie, and I would like to change all that and warm things up a bit this morning. With your help, we mean to show that we're not the frozen chosen. The frozen chosen nickname, by the way, is a tongue-in-cheek moniker usually aimed at theologically conservative Calvinists like Presbyterians, particularly Christians who believe in predestination. If that's not a familiar term, the term predestination meant that from birth, you were either chosen for heaven or not. And our Universalist forebears took offense at that idea. They rebelled at the idea that newborn babies were marked by sin. They believed, as we do, that all human beings carry a spark of the divine, are connected, possess basic rights, and share a common destiny. The Puritans certainly numbered among the frozen chosen. They set aside the whole day, Sunday, for service. You were supposed to sit upright, there you go, upright, in unforgiving wooden pews and pay attention. Just listen for 4 or 5 hours every Sunday. And if you skip church, well, you could spend those hours being publicly humiliated in the stocks instead. The Puritans were pretty frosty the rest of the week, too. Their ministers opposed co-ed dancing in public. And after Oliver Cromwell and his fellow Roundheads banned dancing around the maypole in 1644, calling it a heathenish vanity and an invitation to wickedness, pagans began holding dances around the maypole as a deliberate act of resistance. The struggle continued in the New World. In 1684, the Reverend Increase Mather published a pamphlet called An Arrow Against Profane and Promiscuous Dancing. In it, he denounced mixed-sex dancing as a violation of the 7th commandment, which warned against physical proximity and unchaste behaviors. Mather's arrow found its mark and stuck for a long time among conservatives and evangelicals. Many conservative colleges, such as Baylor University, maintained strict bans on co-ed dancing well into the 20th century. But in the broad sweep of history, conservative Christians have been swimming against the tide. Both in England and in Europe, the maypole dance lived on as a communal celebration of spring, and one, by the way, that is still celebrated in our new minister's former church in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And the use of dance as worship has deep roots in multiple Judeo-Christian traditions. In Christianity, liturgical and praise dancing are prominent, from traditional Hebraic folk dances to contemporary interpretive ministries. In Judaism, joyful leaping, Rikud, circles are central to festivals like Simchat Torah. There's also a continuous history of Christian liturgical dance. And we're going to explore one this morning. My example, the Shakers. Formerly called the United Society of Believers, this sect was derisively called the Shaking Quakers because of their physically expressive worship. Their founder, Mother Ann Lee, came to America from England 2 years before the Revolutionary War, and her followers made up America's biggest utopian community. Over 2 centuries, an estimated 20,000 Americans lived as Shakers for at least part of their lives. And the Shakers were radical. Now remember, this is around the time of the Revolutionary War. They believed in gender equality. They had both male and female elders. They welcomed people of color into their community. They welcomed the disabled. They also engaged in liturgical dance, and that was something that had landed Mother Ann in jail back in England. By 1900, the Shakers had built 19 villages in New York, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. And if you ever get a chance and you're in the East, go. They are so beautiful, the preserved ones. You'll see a little bit in the video, I think, this morning. You may have seen their beautiful chairs, weaving, and architecture. All were expressions of their faith. You surely knew Simple Gifts before singing it today, but you might not have imagined what the Shakers were doing as they sang. Here's a small historical reenactment of Shaker worship.
Let us labor. Come life, shake your life, come life eternal, shake, shake, gotta be all that is carnal. Come life, shake your life, come life eternal, shake, shake, gotta be all that is carnal. I'll take new steps, I'll be a taker, I'll show Michael twice how he behaved. I'll take new steps, I'll be a taker, I'll show Michael twice how he behaved. Come life, shake your life, come life eternal, shake, shake, gotta be all that is carnal. Come life, shake your life, come life eternal, shake, shake, gotta be all that is carnal. I'll take new steps, I'll be a taker, I'll show Michael twice how he behaved. I'll take new steps, I'll be a taker, I'll show Michael twice how he behaved. Heavenly zephyrs around me blow, gently sway me to and fro, cause my soul in truth to grow, and from wrong be turning. Oh, brethren, ain't you happy? Oh, brethren, ain't you happy? Oh, brethren, ain't you happy? Followers of the Lamb, sing on and song, followers of Emmanuel, sing on and song, followers of the Lamb. Oh, sisters, ain't you happy? Oh, sisters, ain't you happy? Oh, sisters, ain't you happy? Followers of the Lamb, sing on and song, followers of Emmanuel, sing on and song, followers of the Lamb.
Well, we're going to try it out. We're going to try and dance Shaker style. We will use the tune Simple Gifts, and the motions that we'll use, the steps, will echo the song's themes of walking and turning. A historical note here. The Shakers were celibate, and males and females lived in gender groups. The men and women lived in separate houses. Their communal buildings even have separate male and female doors and female and male staircases. I want to respect the Shaker ethic by not mixing our gender lines. We're going to make 2 circles, but this morning you are welcome to join whichever gender line you feel most comfortable with today. So this will be danced in a circle, and I'm going to make it real simple by, we'll just the turn. So we start walking in a circle, and we'll be doing, this is a gathering motion. And when it gets time to turn the circle, I'll clap. Not as good as they were clapping there. And then if you want, you can either continue the gathering motion or you can give your gifts away. And then the circles I'll clap again, the circles will face towards the center, and we probably have more women than men. We'll put whoever's smaller on the inner circle. You look troubled.
Pick whatever circle works for you. We're not standing on ceremony today.
Okay, so then to bow and to bend, we bend in, and then we go back out. And then comes the turn, turn, it will be our delight. And they were turning like this. And we'll go both ways, because we want to make you dizzy. That's basically it, and then you bow to finish it. All right? Come on up.
Complicated halfway through. So
Okay, so if we got room, we'll do 2 circles. Some of you can come up here if you want. We can have a circle up here. Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to go clockwise first. Clockwise first in your circle. Gathering motion, clockwise first. Oh, 'tis the gift to be free. 'Tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. Turn. Find ourselves in the place just right. It will be in the valley of love and delight. Face setter. Whose simplicity is gain. To bow and to bend, we will not be ashamed. Turn, turn, it will be our delight. Go the other way. Turning, turning, we come round right. Okay, shaker recruits, that wasn't bad for a first time. Can we do it again, Julie? I think we know it now. One more time. Be simple, 'tis the gift to be free. 'Tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And we find ourselves in the place just right. It will be in the valley of love and delight. Sitter, bow. Ooh, simplicity is gain. To bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, turn, it will be our delight. Other way, turning, turning, come round right. Bow to your nearest person. Okay.
Just remind them that we did promise a beautiful disaster.
We did promise you a beautiful mess. Sit down. Everyone be seated. We'll have another one for you in a little bit. Not shakers. All right. Set your Wayback Machine for 1825. Destination, Hawaii. White Christian missionaries are horrified by the hula. As soon as they saw it, the missionaries found it an insult to Protestant values. After just 5 years in Hawaii, they successfully pressured newly Christianized Queen Kaahumanu to ban public hula performances. But happily, and against great odds, the hula survived. Why did the hula horrify the missionaries? Because the attire and the graceful swaying movements were seen as lascivious and indecent. The hula was a tradition used to preserve genealogy, honor gods, and tell history. It was pagan. The dance tied Native Hawaiians to primitive spirituality and stood in the way of getting the Hawaiians to adopt Western religious practices. And it turns out that the missionaries were right, at least about the spiritual connections. This next video clip will explain what's going on in a hula.
Aloha. So what would make a man want to learn how to hula dance?
I just so enjoy him when he does hula because he is into his body and out of his scientific mind. He's juicy, he's nice.
I gotta say, he is juicy, but you might be juicier too if you spent your winters in Kauai.
We step off the plane and just feel we're in the embrace of the goddess.
Kauai is where this Victoria couple discovered the ancient art of sacred hula, taught to them by a master.
When I watch Leilani's hands, I transcend. Her hands are like flowers, opening flowers.
Jenica and Michael persuaded Leilani Petronik to visit them and teach others on Vancouver Island the sacred hula.
Aloha Valley means there's only love. When all is said and done in this life, there's only love. So when we're doing here in the hands, we're going, there's only love, but our hips are doing a figure 8, which is the infinity sign. So there's only love, and it's eternal, our hips are saying.
This beautiful, gentle, soft-spoken author and poet has been a sacred hula dancer since she was 9 years old.
Brings you into a moment of transcendence and joy. And for me, that's the most important thing. It opens the heart. It opens the body, mind, and spirit to embrace life.
Have you seen the ocean?
Every flowing movement has a meaning. Hula dancing is very symmetrical. What is done on the right is also done on the left.
Not only the hands, but also the hips, as you experienced, and the feet, because we're working also with sacred geometry in the sacred hula. So our feet are actually moving on 4 counts or 8 counts, and the numbers are sacred to us.
Julie's going to teach you.
Come on up and join us.
And come up into the
If you
space
choose.
if you want to. Use our beautiful room.
Let's go. Left, or right, excuse me. Give it a wave, an ocean wave. Reach up to the sun and cover the shore. Do it all again. We're going left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4. Ocean wave, ocean wave. Enjoy the sun and cover up the shore. Signing.
Chalice signs, you can actually use those in a hula. So this sign in American language, or American Sign Language, is our or us. But in hula, you got to do it both ways. So that's we, light, this chalice, for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action.
And back to our refrain. Give it an ocean wave. Honor the sun honor the earth. One more time. Nice job, everyone.
Can you? Please. Just right in front. Everybody, take a deep breath. You've done lovely. I want to invite us to enter the sacred time of sharing of our joys and our concerns. If you're on Zoom, please feel free to add them to the chat, and I will read them aloud when we are done in the room. As we reflect on our joys and concerns today, I'm going to invite us to do something a little different. I will read the joys and concerns from our book this morning, and as I do, I invite anyone who would like to come up and quietly, silently place a stone into our waters, letting that stone go into the water to symbolize things that we are holding on to, that they are not ours alone to hold, but that they ripple out into our community with those beloveds in this room and beyond. When we get to the Zoom, Nicolette will place a stone for those. And may we hold these moments in our hearts and receive them all as an act of love. If you would like to come place a stone, feel free to do so. Would you place one stone for those things going on in the world that weigh on the way this world works, be it wars or democracies that are hurting because people don't respect them? And would you please place one more stone for those joys and concerns that remain in our hearts that are either too personal to share yet, or those things that we cannot put words to? Know that we see you, we love you, and we are glad for you. While I am not one who prays in the traditional sense, as many of you might know, I have prayers that I say on a regular basis. And while they may be a repeat, they mean something to me different every time I say them. So I invite you to listen and let it reflect on what it means to you. In this prayer, I use the term holy ones, and that can mean whatever being you want it to be, or the holy ones in your life may simply be your friends and your family. Let it speak to you in whatever way comforts you. Grant, O holy ones, thy protection. And in protection, strength. And in strength, understanding. And in understanding, knowledge. And in knowledge, the knowledge of justice. And in the knowledge of justice, the love of it. And in that love, the love of all existences. And in the love of all existences, the love of holy ones. and all goodness. Amen. Blessed be. Please be seated. We are going to sing together hymn number 15 in the gray hymnal, The Lone Wild Bird. Feel free to let it sing to you or sing along. Each week, as part of our ministry to the greater community around us, we give half of our offering plate to organizations that share our values. Today, that half plate is Right Relationship Boulder. The Arapaho tribe has a tradition of dance as a communal worship, and you will see some of that dance in a video in a few minutes. Right Relationship Boulder is an organization of Indigenous and non-Native people working to support Indigenous people's connection to the land, to raise Indigenous voices, and to practice right relationships with Native peoples who lived in the Boulder Valley historically, as well as those who live here today. In mid-June, BVUUF and the Boulder UU Church welcomed the youth gathering of Arapaho and Ute tribes who came to visit their ancestral lands and reestablish the connections to those lands. You may text your donation to the number on the screen or place a donation in the offering plate as it passes. We thank you for your offering to this community in whatever ways you are able. We know that it is generously given as it is gratefully received. Thank you.
Nanana na bete nani be, nanana na hinana ena, ni sa chana hatana. You know, for us, it's a way of being able to dispel stereotypes, helping people learn a little bit more about having compassion and caring for one another and respecting each other's culture. I feel grateful because my grandchildren are able to come here and dance with me. My boys are able to sing, and that, you know, this is something my children and my grandchildren are going to share with their children. We're Arapaho, we're Lakota, we're Crow, we're our language, our way of life, of how we conduct ourselves, even in everyday life, is reflective of that traditional upbringing that we've had, those traditional beliefs that we have.
Okay, we've got it right this time. For the work of Right Relations and the Arapaho youth, and the work of this fellowship, bringing love, reason, compassion, and justice to this world, we appreciate and dedicate these offerings.
From Native American ceremonial dances honoring the earth to African tribal rituals and India's temple dances, the vocabulary of sacred dance has tied worshipers to life cycles, harvest, shared history, and spiritual practice for centuries. By engaging the senses through movement, rhythm, and space, dance steps transform worship from a mental exercise into a holistic spiritual experience. Dance also has a special place in Islam, specifically the Summa dance of the Sufi mystics. At the beginning of this service, we sang, "Come, come, whoever you are." The words were written by the poet Rumi, who believed that dancing could open a path to enlightenment. Rumi is credited with inventing the Sima, the whirling dance of worship done by the dervishes of Mevlevi Sufism. Here's the story.
The Sacred Spin, a story of whirling dervishes. You've seen them before, dressed in white, spinning in silence. The whirling dervishes. But what do they mean? What is this sacred movement, and where does it lead? The image of the whirling dervish is instantly recognizable. Robed in white, arms extended, spinning in stillness. To many, it is a symbol of exotic spirituality. But behind the grace and movement lies a profound philosophy rooted in Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam that seeks union with the divine. The whirling dervish dance is not simply a performance, it is a living prayer, a sacred act of love, surrender, and spiritual elevation. It begins in the heart of Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam that seeks divine union through love. This is not performance, it is prayer. It is an ancient Sufi dance ritual. It begins in the heart of Sufism, which seeks divine union through love. This is not performance, it is prayer. It is an ancient Sufi dance ritual. It was born in the 13th century through a man named Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, a poet, a mystic, a Sufi. His vision gave rise to the Mevlevi order, and from his teachings, the whirling dervish dance emerged. The ceremony is called the Sema, a dance that begins in stillness. One hand to the heavens, the other to the earth. A body that spins, a heart that remembers, a soul that surrenders. Each turn of the whirling dance is a letting go of ego, of self, of desire. With every step, the dervish dissolves into light. Just as Rumi said, "Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open?" In Sufi thought, everything turns. Galaxies, atoms, the breath, the soul. The whirling dervish's dance is a mirror of the universe, a harmony of movement, a rhythm of devotion. The tall felt hats, the tombstones of the ego, the white robes, the shroud of worldly identity, the spin, an orbit around the beloved. This dervish dance is not for spectacle. It is the language of love. It is not only performed in Turkey or shrines, it happens anywhere a soul longs to return. This is Sufism. This is the path of the Sufi. Even today, millions are drawn to Rumi's poetry, to the wisdom of the Mevlevi order, to the silence hidden inside the spin. As Hafiz once wrote, "With a love like that, it lights the whole sky."
Are you ready to spin? Or turn slowly? Come on up. Karen's gonna do a seated version of this.
Give me the mic real quick. We invited all of you to join us wherever your body is today. For those of you who lived through the 80s, you may have heard a song that says, "Spin me right round, baby, right round." If you spin Karin right round, baby, right round, Karin goes right down, baby, right round. So we're going to meet my body where it is today.
And Julie and I are going to turn. Be seated. In worship, dance provides catharsis and release. Dancing in community promotes emotional well-being and deepens our connections to each other. I hope you have experienced some of that this morning. I will close with the words of Dr. Takaya Nur Amin, our UU dance professor. Dance is one of the only things we humans do that equitably engages both hemispheres of the brain. So we would do well to reconsider the idea that dance is somehow frivolous, less thoughtful, less important or necessary to our lives. That way of thinking leads to a disavowal of richer embodied exploration and expression of faith. Dance is another way of knowing, sensing, and interpreting the world around us. We UUs would do well to make time and space to dance.
We want to invite you one more time to sing and move together. Please rise in body or in spirit in singing hymn number 311, Let It Be a Dance. Let your bodies turn and sway and move.
Let it be a dance we do. Let us dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have to say the words. The good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Learn to follow, learn to lead. Feel the rhythm, feel the need. To make the harvest rise. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. Good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we spin. Let your body learn to bend. And let go willow with the wind. Let it be a dance. Let it be let it be a dance. A child is born, the old must die. Time for joy, a time to cry. Take it as it passes by. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. When the star comes out at night, without the dark there is no light. If nothing's wrong, then nothing's right. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let the sunshine, let it rain. Share the laughter, hear the pain. And round we go again. Let it be a dance.
You're fine. You could be anywhere in the space of this room you want. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light, warmth of love, the light of truth, or the energy of action. These we carry in our hearts until we meet again. You could do announcements.
Okay. I'm Juli MacKenzie, pronouns she, her. I am part of the Committee on Shared Ministry. Never mind, that's a Zoomy chat. Anyway, we invite you to stay a while after our celebration for casual conversation on Zoom or coffee hour in the fellowship hall. We cherish these moments of connection. Coffee hour is a great time to meet new people, join a table of folks new to you, or introduce yourself to a new face. Let's make everyone feel welcome. You can also stop by the welcome table in our foyer or find links in the chat to help you get involved in this community, or just come talk to me. For our coffee hour today, Nancy DeLaura and the hospital team are continuing our hospitality team. I was on a hospital team once. Continue our experiment in changing our coffee hour service procedure. We tried this last week. It went pretty well. We'll have 2 lines, one for beverage and one for food. The beverage line will form on the left and then split as you approach the counter window. Caffeinated coffee will be on the counter. Decaf and hot water will be on the table on the west wall of the fellowship hall. Both service areas will have creamers and sugar, unless you're from Minnesota and you know you don't need those things. The food table line will form on the right. If you have questions about the change, the coffee hour host will be situated at the entrance to the fellowship hall to help you out. I know we can do this, folks. The 3 of us would appreciate a little help returning the chairs that Karin's partner, I know, but I was going to use a nice adverb, like so kindly moved out of our way the other day. Anyway, if anybody wants to help us with chairs, you can get a few steps in that way. And our time together does not begin or end on Sundays around here. Throughout the week, there are many opportunities for spiritual growth, service, and friendship. Tomorrow evening, Monday, July 6th at 7 p.m., Tad and Emily Coriath in recital right here in the sanctuary. Our music director, Tad, playing the piano, and his wife, Dr. Emily Coriath, mezzo-soprano, music director at our friends in Boulder, UUCB, have invited us all to this free performance dress rehearsal tomorrow evening at 7. They're preparing for a performance in Lincoln, Nebraska on July 12th. The 1-hour program is a fun mix of classical music and musical theater. No ticket required, just come and enjoy an evening of music. And now something deep in so many of our hearts, we have an immediate call to action. Following an ICE incident on June 12th, neighborhood residents directly impacted reached out for help and support. The Immigration Justice Action Team is organizing 2 information kit assemblies on Saturday, July 11th, next weekend, 1 to 4, and then Sunday, July 19th, the following weekend, 1 to 4, right here at the Fellowship. We need to assemble 1,000 kits which will be distributed to the neighborhood. This is a time to put your faith into action to help vulnerable members of our community. This is an easy, all ages opportunity. Any length of time you can provide is valuable. If you cannot be with us in person, please consider donating snacks to keep the assembly line going. If you're not sure what this incident is, please feel free to reach out to Immigration Justice Action Team members, and this is coming from that wonderful team. Next Sunday, please join us for an entirely different service. Come join us in a congregational potluck brunch. It's at our usual time, which 10, and we ask you to bring a camp chair, eating and dish and utensils, a yard game if you'd like to share that. If you'd like, bring a dish to share, enough for your family plus 1. We know not everybody is in the position to bring a dish or a chair. Most importantly, bring yourselves. We will have plenty of food and chairs. Everyone is welcome here. This is one way we all show up to meet our neighbors and get to know each other out of our preferred seats on a Sunday and outside of meetings. Come eat and join us.
Join together in whatever way you're comfortable. Hold hands, touch elbows, lock eyeballs, whatever it is. And I will do our closing words. Let's go get Catherine. Let's go get Catherine. We're going to get Catherine. And okay. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. And I urge you this morning, as the music's playing, to either walk out of the sanctuary or dance.